Mark exudes warmth and love. He makes every person he meets feel like they matter.
He's always been honest with me. You know, he's always been upfront with me. He's always been a guy that I can depend on.
Tell him how Mark got to be as nice as he is.
Well, we are very proud of Mark, regardless how he looks.
Okay. How about we do L'chaim? Is this
a video?
First of all, he's a good-hearted guy, very good-hearted. And sports and education was always his life.
Somebody who was loyal, you know, somebody who was selfless as far as just giving his time and his energy and his efforts to, you know, providing whatever he could for inner city kids, not just on the basketball court, but off the basketball court.
Always thinking of others, and he's helping to make things better in little ways, not to get credit for it, just to do the right thing.
But teaching people how to live and how to behave.
Mark is, as we call him now, always, and especially now on this occasion, a mensch.
Well, Mark is a special guy. And Mark started his career when he was probably 12 years old, not the career, but he gave him a love to work with kids.
Everything I did growing up was in a Jewish way. My parents are European, my parents are survivors, and my life has been shaped by my parents. My parents probably couldn't afford it, but they sent all of us to Jewish day school in Toronto. I was involved because of my parents in Jewish youth groups, and I loved going to synagogue with my grandparents, and I'm very fortunate I have my parents. They just celebrated their 65th wedding anniversary.
So let's practice one. Oh. Okay. No, because how many seconds between L'chaim?
You know have Adrian count us out.
Like the song is L'chaim 2, 3, 4, to Mark. That's all.
Okay.
We met at the kibbutz in Israel. I was 14, he was 21. And he came with another friend from Toronto as a volunteer to our kibbutz. And two handsome guys from Toronto.
So Nava came into my life 36 years ago, 37 years ago when she was a kid, and I happened to work for her father on Kibbutz Tel Yitzchak.
And we admired them and loved them, and we were like jealous of the older girls in the kibbutz because we were too young to even consider them as dating them.
And it was all those years later when we reconnected here in Miami, and now has changed my life. March of the Living, which I began going on in 1992, which is 26 years ago, is such an important part of my life because I've seen teens' lives get shaped by the experiences that we've shared together.
Mark has gone as an educator, I have gone as an administrator and bus captain, and we've taken thousands of students here in Miami and almost 1,000 adults.
And for me, the need to go and to continue to teach teens and now adults about what happened and how we should, I think, how we live our lives based on the experiences and what we ought to do as human beings, not just as Jews, but as human beings. I think it's such an important experience to share together. I came in 1988 to Miami Senior High School, and I met with their legendary coach named Marco Shaky Rodriguez. And I said that I used to coach at the Hebrew Academy, and I wanted to volunteer my time.
I mean, Coach Marco is one of the most positive people I've always been around.
Udonis Haslam is as fine as a young man as I've ever worked with.
And like I said, on and off the basketball court, he was always a guy that I know that would be there for me and help me do the right things. And that's even today.
It's been 30 years later now. I still coach, I still help out. I've been there, very fortunately, for 8 state championships. We lost another 3. We've had 3 kids in the NBA. We've had a couple kids in the NFL. And I'm honored to have been part and continue to be part of such a tradition at Miami Senior High.
Mark, I think, is an exemplar for all of us of what it means to exhibit audacious hospitality. He is kind and welcoming, concerned. He sets the bar very high for us, for all of us who work with him and who are colleagues of his, for how we should welcome people and how we should relate to people. He is really inspiring in that regard. The word I would use to describe Mark is ubiquitous.
Mensch.
Well, the overused word may be mensch.
Amazing.
I'm gonna use 2 words, beautiful heart. That is a person that you cannot describe in 1 word.
Loyal.
Neshama, your beautiful soul that you share with us every single day, day in and day out, and the way you make everyone feel a sense of belonging and community here at Temple Beth Shalom.
In Yiddish they say, Naches from you. Please continue being the mensch that you are.
Mensch is an understatement. You are truly a gentleman. It's an honor to know you and work with you on a daily basis. I can't thank you enough for all you've done for me, my family, and Temple Beth Shalom, as well as our community.
מרקוש, הרבה יותר קל לי להגיד לך את זה בעברית, ורק רציתי להגיד לך שאני אוהבת אותך כל כך הרבה, וכל כך גאה בך.
Coach Mark, I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you for everything you've always done for me. And Mazel Tov. Did I get it right?
We thank you. We love you. L'chaim. L'chaim. To Mark.
We love you, Mr. Brown.